Welcome to our Founders Conversation. This is our Thursday tweet every week, our weekly Thursday tweet. You're very, very welcome. My name is Nora Mboya, your co-host for today and founder of the Express for Success. We are delighted to spend this morning with you. We have so much lined up. It's going to be an exciting session. We are all looking forward to it. So karibu sana. Please share your name and what you do and where you're tuned in from in the chat boxes. And before we start on this very exciting session, let's have some virtual room guidelines. So what we'll ask you to do, please mute your microphone when not speaking and unmute before you start speaking. Use the chat session to share and respond to messages, as well as ask questions. To avoid distraction, put your phone on silent. Open your session browser only. Feel free to tweet using the hashtags on the screen. And finally, turn on your camera. So Cindy, please take us through the founders.
Thank you so much, Nora. It's going to be a bright day indeed. So thank you so much, Nora, for the guidelines that will keep us in check. Dear founders, let me share a brief about our network. We are a group of founders that have come together through partnership initiatives for the economic growth of small and medium enterprises. Our vision is to ensure SMEs are competent, compliant, and capital ready. Being part of our network gives you access to mentoring, networks, and capital through our revolving fund known as Catalyst. Our three major delivery platforms are: number one, the Founders Profit Academy, which is an online platform where you connect to our certified mentors and coaches. The experience here is one of a kind, and it is not like any normal school. We will equip you with relevant skills, tools, and action plans on how to generate reliable recurring revenue for your business. Secondly is our Aspire program, which focuses on the younger generation for men and women aged between 22 to 30 years. These are the future business leaders. Here you get trained on how to identify your passion and turn it into profit through a learn and earn program. I am part of that program as I identify my passion and know how to package it for profit. Finally is the Founders Network, a rich mentoring community that supports small and growing business owners on how to be competent, compliant, and capital ready. Conversations happen every Thursday because we believe engaging in the right conversations will stimulate the growth and success of founders. Today, we have a very informative lineup about profit using the Profit First methodology by Michael Michalowicz. Mike says, a financially healthy company is a series of small daily financial wins, not one big moment. Profitability is not an event, it is a habit. What habits are you cultivating to become a profitable brand? Remember, habits take time to build. It is not a one-time thing. The small wins require habit. So we will have a profit literacy talk by the speaker, IRENE SADIA, a founder spotlight, where we have John Ronga, the founder of Focus Investment Consulting, Founders News. So help me welcome, and then we will have Dr. Melvin, and stay here for some value added bonuses. Last week, Dr. Melvin gave away 12 tickets. Imagine 12 tickets to pitch for profit. So stay tuned and you might be able to grab some value added bonuses at the end. So help me welcome IRENE SADIA. IRENE is a lady that is very passionate about numbers. She can crunch them even in her sleep. She has worked in corporate for 18 years and is currently undergoing our mentorship program and setting up her farm that will deal with organic foods while supporting SMEs to become profitable. She enjoys reading, music, and hanging out on the farm, looking at the sunsets. Probably that's why she wants to set up a farm with organic foods. IRENE is a profit-first professional and believes everyone is created to live authentically. Her calmness and personal growth is very inspiring. IRENE seeks to connect people with solutions that will help them get unstuck and begin thriving. Welcome, IRENE.
Good morning, and thank you, Cindy. Good morning, founders.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm very well. So thank you so much for having me on the Founders Conversation today. And this month, we've been talking about traits of a thriving founder. And so before we jump into that, since we are all founders here, what are some of the reasons that you've heard people tell you or share with you as to why they got into business? Or what is the reason that made you get into business? So we could share that on the chat as we go along. What are the reasons that people say they got into business for? Why are you in business?
Chasubire over here is saying she's in business to just make money.
Okay, Chisubire wants to make money. All right, so let's
Doesn't
keep.
Want to make money.
I wonder, but maybe they are. So anyway, let's keep going. Mm-hmm. So I spoke with some friends of mine, and one of their reasons, some of the reasons they gave me is that they're in business. Some of them are in business because it's family tradition. Their family does business. Others are in business because it started as a side hustle. Some others noticed there was a gap and they felt they needed to fill in that gap. Others are just passionate about stuff, passionate about the environment, passionate about business, passionate about health, passionate about food. And so that's how they're in business. So whatever your motivation for business, I'd like to believe that all of us are in it for profit. If there's someone who's not in it for profit, I'd like to know who you are. All right, so anyway, so like Chisubere has said, she's in business for money or for profit. But what do you want to do with the money? We have dreams. So remember those friends of mine that I talked with who were talking about why are they in business? So people have all manner of dreams, and I'm sure the founders on this conversation have dreams as well. So one person's dream was to own a home, another one to buy a car or buy cars. Another one, their reason is pay school fees, make sure they have enough money for healthcare. Others had, what other reasons? To be able to travel to spaces of whatever choice they wanted. And they're friends of mine on this conversation who their dream is to own a few jets. But that's a conversation for another day. So today we want to talk about profit literacy. What is profit? Profit is a gain, a benefit, an advantage, and or in layman's terms, it is sales minus expenses is profit. What is literacy? Literacy is the competence or knowledge of in a specified area, the ability to be able to do something successfully and efficiently. So simply put, profit literacy is the ability to successfully and efficiently apply our profit to achieve financial stability. Now, I wonder, how many SMEs feel that they are financially stable? Statistics have shown us that more than 70% of businesses or business owners who start do not get to see their 3rd or 5th birthday. So it means there's a problem somewhere. There is a pain somewhere. And until we can address that pain, we will still have these statistics going on that businesses will not see their 3rd birthday. So moving on, we would like to just quickly highlight the pains of SMEs and the possible solutions to those pains. So very quickly, as you can see on the slide, one of our frustrations is there's insufficient capital to do the things that we want to do, the things that we are passionate about. Or we we don't have enough cash flows, or maybe money is coming in, but it doesn't come in at the rate that is helping our business grow. Another pain is employee turnover. And employee turnover, I'm sure you know, if someone feels that they're not properly remunerated, they will move on. And so it means you're always training, you're always doing the everyday business instead of doing the things that you as a business owner are the only one who can do. Or another pain is we are marketing our business on a budget. So we don't have all the money we would like to have to be able to market our business. So very quickly, I have some solutions. These are not all of them. These are just some that I picked for the purposes of this conversation. So one of the things you could quickly do is increase your cash flows. Another one is manage your debt. So watch out for, it's very easy for us, especially in this COVID space, to quickly borrow to help our business move on. But sometimes we are not thinking it through. All right, so when we increase our debt, then it kind of runs away from us. And then remember, we are passionate about the things we do. So sometimes we just dive into the thing, into our business, and we lack to plan. We don't put systems in place. We don't budget. And so we find we are stuck. So if we get these done, then we start to help our business. A fourth one is accounting and taxes. So when I talk about accounting and taxes, I'm just saying that putting systems in place, financial systems that will ensure that you track your expenses, you're tracking your income, and of course, paying taxes. I know that's a word that many of us don't like to hear, but as it's said, that give to Caesar what is due to Caesar. So if we ensure that we are paying our taxes on time, then we don't run into trouble with the government, and we don't have any penalties levied on us. And so I believe all of us understand how do we get to profit? Profit is basically sales less expenses. And I doubt that anyone would doubt that. That's really the thing. And so moving on, but has that worked for us? That yes, we are making sales, we are paying our expenses, but what's left behind is profit. But sometimes we don't even see that profit, or it's very little. It's not, it doesn't seem to give us the joy we thought it would give us. And so I have another solution, all right? And this has been developed by a gentleman, as Cindy had said earlier. This gentleman is called Mike Michalowicz. And basically what Mike is saying is flip that equation of sales minus expenses equals profit, and say sales minus profit equals expenses. It sounds very countercultural, but Mike also says that which is prioritized gets done. So basically in this equation, we are saying we are prioritizing profit. And so for every sale, take out your profit, and then what is left is what you run your business on. All right, so very first thing, so what he offers is very easy steps that help to start you on your journey. So number one, set up 5 bank accounts. These are not accounts on Excel. These are 5 accounts in your bank, all right? So account number 1 will be your profit account. Remember that elusive thing, profit, eh? So we are saying with every sale, take my profit first. So I keep that away. So whatever is left, so if I make a sale of 1,000 shillings, if I take a percentage of, for example, this is an example, 10%. So 10 shillings goes to my profit. So I only have 90 shillings left to do the rest. All right. Now, for those of us who have employees in our business, I'm sure you have some really outstanding employees who are there on time, who go beyond the call of duty, you're just impressed by them, you know, and so you want to remunerate them well, you want to give them bonuses. You really love having this employee on board. But let me ask you a question. Is there an employee in your business who works harder than you, who puts in more time than you? I doubt it. Chances are you are that employee who puts in extra time, the employee who's there before everyone, who leaves after everybody. So shouldn't you be the one who's getting the owner's pay, getting the bonuses? And so that's how this second account is derived. It is the owner's pay. So first was profit, second is owner's pay. And then of course, tax. Many times we use up all our money, and then when tax is due, we are in a frenzy. So if we have a separate tax account, so it's kept away, when tax is due, you just go into that account and pay it. And so what that does for you is that whatever will be left in your account will now become your operating expense account. So you only run your business on what is left. Chances are you're saying, but that's not enough for my business. Yeah, if it's not enough, then your business is telling you you cannot afford to run it at the level you've been running it. And so we would like to move on. And of course, the last account is your revenue account, which is where all your money comes in. So it's from this account that you will distribute to the other 4 accounts. And so step number 2 will be to set up your target allocation percentages. And this is simply a formula that the business owner follows to allocate income into the accounts we've just talked about in step 1. So it's not anything to worry about. It's already set. So you just follow the percentages and it works for you. Step 3, every 2 weeks, transfer the money from the income account into all the other different accounts. And step number 4 will be keep to the discipline. And this is so important, to be disciplined with your spending, because it's very easy that I don't have enough money in my operating expense, so let me go take it from the tax account, or let me take it from the profit account. No. Then there will be no point of having opened all these 5 accounts. And if you keep to the discipline little by little, you will eventually get to where you want to go. Now, Mike also says that just because you're using this methodology, it does not replace your need for accounting. So every year, you need to sit down with your accountant and your Profit First professional and go over your financials to make sure that you're complying with the law, you're complying with what's required, all right? Because if your company is a registered company, there's certain things that, a public company, there's certain things you must do. So those you must do. What Mike is doing is offering entrepreneurs a chance to be able to see this profit that seems so elusive. So remember when we started our conversation, the one thing we wanted to answer is why is profit literacy important to founders? And this is important. The importance of this is so that you and I can achieve financial stability and eradicate entrepreneurial poverty. I don't know about you, but I'm really tired of entrepreneurs we're just stuck in this poverty cycle. So I think it's really important for us to be profit literate and just to know where is our money, and not that it's not elusive anymore, but I actually get to see it, and I get to do the things that I dream. Remember our dreams, whatever dream you have, it's very difficult to try and achieve those if you don't have money. When you have the money, then you can do those things. You can achieve your wildest dreams. And so at Passion Profit, we are committed to help SMEs build thriving businesses. And so today we are offering some value add bonuses, all right? So we're saying, sign up for the Profit First assessment. And what this assessment does for you, it helps you to discover the target allocation percentage for your business so that you will be able to make a sale, a profit with every sale. Bonus number 2 is sign up for the Pitch for Profit online challenge and activate. If you sign up for these 2 programs, then the profit assessment will be given to you for free. So thank you so much for listening, and we hope to see you guys in our programs. Thank you so much, Cindy, and thank you everyone for having me.
Thank you so much, Irene, for having us here. Thank you so much for being with us. So if you have any questions, please put them in the chat box. Irene will attend to them. Irene, the 5 accounts, that just shocked me. Please explain more on that. How do you have 5 accounts?
When you have a bank account or even M-Pesa, what do you normally do? Do you check that balance?
Yes.
I'm sure you do. Before you run any transaction, you check that balance. So imagine you've gotten 1,000 shillings. So it's all sitting in one account. But of this 1,000 shillings, there is a profit aspect, there's a owner's pay, there's taxes. So every time, if you're like me, every time you're looking into your bank account and you're seeing, I have 1,000 shillings, but really, you don't have 1,000. There are other things that need to be done. So when you open these 5 accounts, you send money to the accounts they need to go. So if I've distributed everything and I'm left with 450 shillings in that operating expense account, then I know all I have is 450, not the 1,000. So that is why the 5 accounts is very important, because we are human beings. We will keep peeping into the bank account and I will keep thinking I have 1,000 shillings. So that's why the 5 accounts. Now, if you do it on Excel, it's still, Excel is, I don't look at that all the time, but I look at my bank balance every so often. So that's why you need to split. That's why Mike suggests and advises have the 5 accounts. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Thank you so much for answering the question. So it's 5 accounts, I get money and I distribute it. What about, I think that needs a lot of discipline.
Yes, it does. You remember point 4 where I said that keep the discipline. Remember, we had said that profit is not an event, it's a lifestyle. So it's not something you do once and walk away. So it becomes who you are. It becomes what you do every single day. And if you keep at it, I assure you, it will pay off. And I believe we are all disciplined. Aren't you in your business and doing certain things, isn't it? Right? That takes discipline. Yes, it's very, very, I mean, any one of us can do this.
Okay, so we have a question here from Rehema. Rehema is saying she did not understand the first account.
The first account, which one? Yeah. The profit account?
Yeah.
Okay. The profit account is we are in business for profit. Is that not so? Because the tax is not really our money. Operating expense is not really our money. It's money we are paying out to others. And so I want profit that will allow me to do all those fancy things. You remember the cars, the homes, the school fees, the jets? That is what the profit does for me, all right? Because owner's pay is really is my money, which I use to do my everyday personal things. So I'm also paying that out, all right? But profit, that is the money which I keep away that enables me to do the dream. Am I clear, Rehema?
Okay, then we have a question. You're clear. From here, she's understood. Then Maureen is asking, how do you start paying yourself from a business that is just starting to grow?
Okay, and that's what that's what the profit assessment will do for you, because it will show you what it is you need, the percentages you need for your business at the level where you are. Remember, this is a discipline. So it's actually, now that the business is starting to grow, this is the time to do it. You know, like think about a plant. You don't try and correct it when it's grown. You correct it when it's still young, when it's like a seedling. And that's where you start to direct which way you want it to go. I know it sounds like, really, what are you saying here? It's so countercultural, but it works. It really works, yes. So this is really the time for a business that's growing. Put that away. You will see it will pay off. Maureen, are we good?
As we wait for Maureen, you can take on another question. Maureen has said she's good. She's good with the answer. She's fine.
All right,
Thank
Maureen.
you so much. So we're being asked by Shanisa, what happens to the money you plowed into the business at the beginning when the business was not doing well? Do you factor that into your salary when the business takes off?
Okay. What we're saying with Profit First today, we're starting here and now. All right. So I hear where Shanisa is coming from, but if you start to take that away, then what will you do to the business? All right. So there's really no, how do I say? Every business will probably have, is special. So it would need, and that's why we're saying you need to work with your Profit First professional, so that we look at your business and understand where you're coming from, what was this money for, or where did it come from, so that we are able to help walk you through. Because I hear what you're saying about the money that you've put in. But what we're saying is that just start where you are now. So the question about money that you put in at the beginning, that is something that would be able to handle with you now, like on one-on-one with your Profit First professional. So we would need to like have a sit down and walk through and agree on the way forward, or the best way that works for your business.
Okay. That is settled on Shanisa. So Belina is asking, is owner's pay a salary or a draw on one's capital? Is it subject to pay monthly or income tax?
Okay, two things. When you see, like if you have you have staff, so you'll have a payroll that will be processed through your operating expenses, and so things like payee will come out of owner's pay. You understand? So you've worked out your payroll, yes, but you've put aside money for your personal taxes. Is that clear? Because when I say taxes, when I mean taxes, that is the taxes for the business, all right? So your owner's pay will be dealing, no, sorry, owner's pay does not, I'm sorry, let me take that again. Owner's pay is your salary, it's Belina's salary, all right? So taxes for Belina's personal taxes and taxes for the business will come from the tax account. Is that clear, Belina?
Yeah, I think that is clear with Belina.
Okay.
So, Irene, is it, founders, please share with us on the chat box, what do you think? Most people think paying themselves is not, they don't prioritize paying themselves. They first ensure everything in the business is done, then they have money. What should you tell such founders? Because most people prefer, if I have a business, it was me as an individual, I think I'd just take the money and then put it again into the business.
Okay. I hear that, and I think you've done that for the longest time. But is that working for you?
It
Is it
doesn't work.
working? It's not working. So why would you keep doing something that's not working? And when I say that, I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm just saying, if it's not working, why don't we find another way that works? And this method has been tried and tested. It works. I know it kind of feels like, how can I take away from the business? But remember the example I gave. If you have this employee who's really, really great, would you tell that employee, just put your money back, put your salary back into the business, we will just grow it and be nice and cozy? Do you think they will agree?
No.
No. So why are you doing that to yourself?
Because it's my business and I need to grow it as an individual.
You will grow it because remember, you're putting away, remember the profit you're putting away. And the other thing, if your expenses are so high, what your business is telling you that this is not sustainable. It's not me saying, your business is telling you, we can't go on like this. And I believe none of us on this conversation wants to be part of that statistics that we don't like. You want to thrive, you want to flourish, you want to grow. You want to, one day when people are talking, you want your name to be mentioned, like, all those great companies that we hear about. So it's in the discipline, it's in keeping this discipline. That's how you get there.
Okay, we have another question from an anonymous person. They're asking, once I set apart my profit and realize I am short of cash to meet, let's say, operational costs, does it mean I am undercharging products in my business?
Okay, that question, I wouldn't be able to answer it because then I don't know what business you're in. There are very many variables in there that I don't have. So it could be that you're undercharging. It could be that you're not undercharging. But it probably also means that there's something you're doing in the business that you probably shouldn't be doing. And so having that conversation here, just like a blanket statement, would probably not be fair to you. It would help to sit down and look at your specific business and see what it is that you're doing. Then we'll be able to have that conversation with you and tell you, okay, this is where you're going wrong, this is where you're going right. It's not a copy paste for everybody, that one size fits all. It would mean looking at your specific business, because probably there's nothing wrong with your charging. It's just maybe it's your expenses that are way out there. Okay. So you would need to sit down and look at your specific business, because we could all be in the same business, but we're not working the same. So it doesn't mean one size fits all. So it's a journey.
This is a journey. Founders, yes. Keep the chat going. I love your comments. Please share your comments with us about the profit first methodology. This is money we are talking about, so I'm expecting the chat box to be lit. We all love money, unless I'm the only one who loves money. So we're being asked by Roslyn Mutahi. They're asking if they hear you correctly. Every deal or sale should have an element of profit worked in it.
That is correct.
So
remember my example, if you've sold 1,000 bob, that's the sale. So in there, you should have all those.
Okay.
Yes.
So every sale or every sale you make must have an element of profit, and the profit must be taken out first.
Yes.
That is
profit first methodology. Yes.
Okay. So, and then we are having another question by Vanessa. Vanessa is asking, what if if a business takes time to make a sale, because there's some business that takes time to make what happens if the business takes time to make sale? Does it mean that the business is not viable? Because some business owners can go for 1 year without a sale because they're still developing and looking for customers.
Okay. How do we say that? But okay, so if a whole year you're not making a sale, how is that business working? and Vanessa, I'm being very, very careful. I'm just wondering, okay, so then there are things we need to look at. Why aren't you making a sale? Is it the product that you're not that is not properly priced? Is it what are the stories in there that we need to look at? And so I will say again, we need to sit down and look at your business. Why aren't you making a sale? Because if your business is operational, you should. So we would need to look at your business.
Okay. Maybe
Yes.
it's an agricultural business. I'm assuming, but I don't want to work on assumption.
Okay.
Because
So we need to have the
produce, yeah, we need to have that conversation separately with Vanessa.
Yes, out of this place, yes.
Yeah. So thank you so then Irene, but there are some banks that I think can be able to enable you have 5 accounts. Is there a way you can set up your account that if money just comes in, you transfer it automatically without it getting to you as an individual?
I remember it's about the discipline. It's about you putting in the disciplines. Now, and true, you could work what works for your business. You don't have to necessarily take money, allocate money every 2 weeks, whatever works for you. But if every day you're in the bank always moving money, I think that's a lot of admin. And then if you keep doing that, then how are you able to tell that in this quarter or in this month, this was all the money I made? It helps to know that in the first 2 weeks, this is all the money I made. So you're able to have some historical data for your business. If you're moving it every day, I don't know whether you're able to see that as clearly. But if I know that every 2 weeks I'm moving money, so I have 15,000 shillings, so I'm moving it into the separate account. So next 2 weeks, I'm like, okay, this time I made 10,000. So then I'm able to start interrogating that space. Why did I make 15,000 before? Why have I made 10? Or why did I make 15,000? Now I've made 20. Is it something I'm doing right? Was it a windfall? So then it starts to help you build data for your business. And that's one of the things that sometimes we as SMEs, we don't really look into. So we are not able to tell where our business is at. We're not able to tell how healthy our businesses are. Sometimes when we need, we probably need financing, and we don't have all these things together. So then it becomes very difficult for the people who are financing us because we don't have a good track record, you know. But when you're able to see that, because if you do it regularly, then it makes it easier for you. And history is very important for your business. You're able to tell, this is where I'm going. These are the things that bring me trouble. You know, these are the things that make me look good or make my business look good. So those are the things that you want to be able to do. You want to be able to win for your business all the time.
Okay. John Otieno is asking, is it in order to reinvest the profit you earn back in the business as a new capital?
Okay, that profit, it's not for reinvesting just yet. What happens is you keep it there for a year. And so at the end of the year, then you will take it out. So yes, you can reinvest it, but it's not for running your everyday business. You need to, it's like you put it away for this 1 year. So then when you take it out, you know exactly that I've taken out this amount of money and this is exactly what I'm going to do with it. So yes, you could do that, but it's not for taking out every time I have a deficit. No, it's for consciously saying, I want to grow my business to the next level. So I have this profit. So what you see, what it does for you is that you don't need to borrow. You have money that you've already put aside. So you can, but it's not for everyday running of the business. It's for making a conscious, it's like the way I would walk into a bank or a financial institution and I need X amount of shillings, but my business has been able to I've been able to put that away. So that's what I would do with that. Yes. So John, you can, but it needs to be, you need to grow that profit for the year.
Okay. I love the conversations over here. The chat box is so nice. We have one question from our Facebookers. By the way, we are streaming live on Facebook. You can watch us there. You can share with your friends. And Samir Munshi is asking from Facebook, in these tough times, is it right for an entrepreneur to put part of his savings into business instead of borrowing from banks?
In these tough times. Okay. I want to answer that very carefully.
All right, let's listen to the careful answer.
Yeah, because the savings, I guess one of the reasons why you save that money is to be able to do certain things for you. And so I would say yes. I would also say no. And so I would like to imagine, okay, this is what I'd like to ask. This money that was being saved, what was it for? Was it for the business or was it for you? So that would be one question. So, and I hear what they're saying, that these are tough times. So I guess I could say yes, so that it helps the business keep going instead of having to borrow, because borrow will come with a cost. So I wouldn't say no, but I still also want to walk around that conversation like on eggshells, and probably still defer back to where is your business at? What are you doing? And how is that, have you really thought through how that is going to help your business? Because this is now not money, it's not a sale. So you're basically drawing from somewhere to run the business. So I would still go back and say it would be nice to have a conversation with you and find out, where are you at? Where is your business at? So then we make a more intelligent decision instead of just saying yes, no. So I'd like to say it would be nice to just have a chat with you and then see how to navigate that space.
Thank you so much, Irene, for your answers to the questions. We are happy. We are glad you came and shared with us the Profit First methodology. Founders, share in the chat box what you think. You're so quiet. I'm wondering, are you digesting them? Like me, I'm digesting the 5 accounts still. So you can share with us what you're digesting in the chat box. You can have a Profit First assessment, as Irene has told us, for more, so that you can get into details what your business needs so that you can adopt the Profit First methodology. I'd like to call on Nora. Nora, my co-host Nora. Nora, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Cindy.
What are you thinking about this Profit First methodology?
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, we really have to turn things around from what we normally believe. And I can't wait to try it out. Of course, there's a lot of fear around the 5 bank accounts because of costs.
That thing is fear.
If you have a good relationship with your bank, then you should be able to negotiate a good terms with them. So thank you so much, Irene. There's so much. I think we should have you here every Thursday. The founders have
money talk.
There are so many questions, but let's all just sign up for this Profit First. Let's sign up for Profit First and just get to learn all the things that we need to learn. All our questions will be answered, and there are so many. So thank you very much, Irene. Welcome back again. I'm sure people will ask you for round 2 and round 3. That was an
Money, we will ask him.
That was an amazing session. Thank you so much. So on the spotlight today, we have John Ronga, John Otieno. It's very exciting to have John with us. John is
signing in. Give him. Yes, he's there. Okay, so
I think he's here, isn't he?
Yes, he's here.
He had gone off Kidogo. Now he's back.
Yeah, John is absolutely one of those people you must know. He's yes, he's really one of those people you must know. John is a founder of Focus Investment Consulting, and he's also a personal financial advisor at Britam Insurance, and he's a member of our mentorship network. John, karibu sana. Welcome to the Founders.
Hi everybody.
Hi, John. How are you?
Hi. Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you, Nora, for the introduction. My name is John Ronga, and I am personal financial advisor. I work currently with the Britam. I've worked with the ICA, Lion and Sanlam. So yeah, I know a thing or two about insurance and all that. Yeah? I love talking about funders conversations because of the things that it has done to my life, and I appreciate my coach, Madam Frida Winga. She's amazing. She's been able to take me through starting a business and coach me on how to think differently and make a difference in my life and the people that are around me, plus my customers. So I'd love to talk small about my business. Founders Conversations has made me start a business, and my business is called Focus Investment Consulting. So Focus Investment Consulting is about identifying viable investment opportunities for my clients and helping them through the journey. Because again, you find that most young people who want to invest for the first time find it very difficult to identify what works for them. It's not only for the young people, but even for the for everyone else who are first-time investors. You might be wondering that how does it mean to invest in a stock market? How does it mean to invest in a real estate? And how does it mean to invest in an insurance company? So founders pick those three main portfolios, and then we advise our clients about the same, about real estate, about financial market, and about insurance. So when I got into Founders Conversations, I wanted to open a business, but I did not know how to go about it. So when I met Frida in a forum, I spoke on that forum, and she identified me and she called me for conversations like the one we are having today. Then with the time, I've been going to the conversations every Thursday. Then I realized, you know what, this is absolutely something that can really change my life. So I signed up for BYY. BYY is a program under Founders Conversation that gives you a 12-month mentorship program. This 12-month mentorship program, you work with your mentor, you sit down with your mentor and share the challenges that you're facing, the aspirations that you have, and how to go about starting or even running a business. So through BYY, I was able to think on how I can be able to provide a value to my clients. Most clients that I have at Britam are basically insurance clients. And of course, in Britam, we also do a lot of investment. But then there has been a challenge in them talking about insurance, because there's a feeling out there that insurance are not trusted. So I want them to work with me individually through my company. I can be able to compare whatever in the market, in insurance, in the banks, and the stock market, and in real estate, so that we can be able to formulate a viable investment opportunities for them. So through BYY, I was able to identify the gap in the market. The gap is most people are getting a bad deal. Most people are getting fraud here and there. For example, if you're going to buy land, if you're going to invest in real estate, you may not know exactly what is work for you because you are alone versus the service provider. But we are coming in as the industry, the people who know what's happening in the industry, and we advise you on what can work and what cannot work. Apart from that, we also provide training, because again, you realize that like I was presenting with my colleagues yesterday, I know there might be bankers in this room, but you find that when you have money in the bank, okay, SADIA, I've talked about having bank account or having those accounts for profit and tax and all that. But if you have savings in the bank, and savings in the bank, I know Nora is a banker, and she'll be able to follow me when I go here. If you have saving in the bank, a fixed saving for 12 months, for example, bankers give about 6%, 7%. I don't know what they give now. And then you find that 6%, if you do $1 million for 12 months, if it's 7%, that is 70,000. All right, so 70,000, and you put 1 million for 12 months, is not really an investment that you can count for. So we are coming in and giving you alternative investment opportunities in real estate, in insurance, and even training on what you need to know. So that is how focused investment are coming in to create value in the market. Finally, I would love to talk about the training that Founders Conversations are having. Founders Conversations are identifying entrepreneurs and people who want to start a business to the program called Activate. Activate is a program that will be able to gives you exactly what SADIA has talked about, profit literacy, so that you can identify where your money is coming from and where your money is going to, and separate your profit from the operational expenses and taxes and all of that. So this Founders so this Activate program is also a one-year program that helps you also identify a coach. The coach will be able to work with you through all the phases. The coach here could be anyone that is identified that has gone through the same program, and he or she is gonna be able to see your business. I'll help you create the systems that you need, or else help you also identify how you manage your money. For example, if SADIA is my coach, she'll be able to first look into, do I make profit on this? And then if I'm not making profit, and she'll be able to ask me how to create a system that create profit for me. So Activate program actually is a 12-month program that is also costing about 12,000 per month. And of course, there's 5,000 registration. So I would love to help everybody, my clients plus my colleagues, to sign up for an Activate program. This is a powerful program because, again, you may not be having a business, but if through these programs you can be able to identify what I do, what someone else do, and learn from us or learn from someone else to create something for yourself. You can also be having a business that is working for you. Sometimes you want to shift from one business to another. If you are in Activate program, you can be able to get what can work for you. So thank you very much, everybody. Mine was a very short conversations, but of course, I'll be able to put my contacts on the chat if you want to talk to me, or if anyone have a question, I can be able to tackle some of them.
Thank you so much, John. I think one person wanted your contact.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there are people who would like to know how to get in touch with you. But thank you very much for sharing.
Let me Dora, just quickly.
Yes.
Let me talk about real estate. Real estate, it is not a conventional real estate, but it is about low-cost housing. You find that there is new technologies that is around that is helping real estate developers save on the cost. So if you're looking to build some houses, we are able to advise on low-cost housing method using the EPS systems. EPS are those technologies that make the materials cheap, apart from normal brick and mortar, so that you the house that you could build within 3 months or even 6 months, you can do so for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And then we also identify a good land for you, because again, if you go yourself to buy a land in Rongai, to buy a land in Kiambu and somewhere else, chances are you may get into a bad deal that you start putting structures there. The next day, Kanjo comes and take everything out. So we do due diligence for you and advise you exactly how the process from A to Z. That is about real estate. So we also do conduct training on the same focus, also conduct training on how to go about all this, so that once you start investing, you can be sure that we work with you all through the way. So that is it. Back to you, Nora.
Thanks, John. Cindy, you had something to say?
Founders, thank you so much, John, for the insights about real estate. John is really the guy to know. Do you know John? Now you know him if you didn't. So Founder Spotlight is for everyone. If you'd like to feature on the Founder Spotlight and tell us more about what you do, you can contact us. It is open for everyone. You can start a chat with us and contact us on our contacts that we always share them at the end of the broadcast. Thank you so much, John. Let me hand it over to Nora. Nora, what do you have for us?
There's still exciting stuff coming up. We promised an exciting lineup today. I have the pleasure of introducing to you, of inviting Dr. Melvin Dilima, the CEO and cost director at Passion Profit. Dr. Dilima will share with us on profit, and I hope he's in the house. Melvin, karibu sana. It's always good to hear from you. Melvin?
Thank you, Nora. Thank you for that elaborate introduction. I'm here basically to bridge the gap between a profit assessment, a small business owner, and our signature program, which is called Activate. You heard John talking about Best Year Yet. Now, Activate is a combination of a workshop, a 5-day workshop, Best Year Yet, and 12 months of coaching, designed to take the small business owner or the founder of an SME from wherever they are to Canaan, the promised land. Now, if you sign up for Activate, then you'll get a free profit assessment to find out whether you're actually making a profit or you're just engaging in a hobby. You heard John speak. John is one of our graduates from Passion Profit, and we're so proud of him because his whole outlook to his business has changed. Even though he's such an aggressive marketer and such an aggressive salesman, he could sell ice to an SME. Thank you, John. Endorsing Passion Profit.
Thank you, Dr. Adi.
So my take-home message to all of us here today is that engage with us in Activate. You will get a free through pass to profit assessment, and you'll also be able to come to the pitch for profit. So is that a good deal, or is that a good deal? Please join us, and we'll be happy to have you in the July cohort, which is starting later this month. So if you need any further details, get in touch with Cindy and Jackie and the team in our office, and we'll hook you up. So thank you very much, Nora. Over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Melvin. Thank you for the goodies. Isn't that a good deal? Just sign up for Activate and you will get a free assessment. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Cindy, we'll hand it over to you for the news. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nora. Before I take you to the news.
Cindy, excuse me.
Yes, John.
I don't know that somebody had a question. I was typing it, but I can answer Lucy here.
Go ahead. What does Lucy say?
Lucy Kilo is asking about the difference between lease certificate and a title deed. A title deed means that you are the owner of this piece of land for at least 99 years. Okay, you are not the owner forever, for 99 years. But a lease certificate is an arrangement between the person having a title deed and yourself. So the person is transferring the ownership to you. for a specified period of time. Could be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, even up to 99 years, by the way. But lease certificate, you are not the owner, but the owner has transferred ownership to you for a specified period of time. So, but the lease certificate will not go above past 10 years. Sorry, that is also another point. Okay, so lease certificate gives you ownership for the piece of land for up to 10 years. And it is an arrangement between you and the owner, the legal owner of the piece of land. So that's the difference. I don't know whether I answered your question.
I hope you did. Lucy, is it fine by that answer? As we wait for Lucy.
Yes, that's fine. That's very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Lucy.
Thank you.
Through our guest, I saw a CEO for the SME Founders Association. I don't know if he's in the house. I saw our CEO for SME Founders Association. I'd like to call him.
Hello, Cindy.
Ah, you're here. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
I saw you and I thought,
yes,
I'm very happy if you could share something with us.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I think the forum has been very exciting, and thank you for your participation. Thank you, Irene. Thank you, Nora. Thank you, Johnny. That was really, really nice. I just wanted to point out a few things. I think this is a very educative and informative forum. We all need it as business people and as coaches and mentors. I think it's very, very important for our clients. It's very, very important for Kenya to take off. I just wanted to point out that, for those of you that are religious, you know that in Proverbs 9:10, they say the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And I personally believe that this profit first is the beginning of the breakthrough for SMEs and all business people. It's a very simple but effective approach. I think we all need to embrace it. There could be a complication in terms of assigning profit for every transaction, but I was just thinking that maybe if we are reasonably big or growing, we can also leverage on technology. And technology, depending on how it's configured, probably could help us assign this all the time. So cumulatively, we come up with the right proportions. I also made a small comment on the 5 accounts. I think the tradition in Kenya is that every account attracts some charges. And so maybe we may need to push for exemptions to this approach, because I think it's important for the country. It's very, very critical, so that if we have the 5 accounts, we are not charged for the 5 accounts. And I'm glad that I think one of the bankers in the house has indicated that actually they can consider this. But maybe we need a conversation with Kenya Bankers Association and interest the government also, so that this can become an operational policy for the SMEs, so that it can be an incentive for SME growth and thriving. I want to thank John Ronga, dangerously aggressive salesman, we've been told. I think in business, it's aggression, persistence, and how you handle your clients that really work. There's no choice. I think you've got to be aggressive because there's a very big competition. But I also wanted to point out that you cannot absolutely ignore saving in the bank, because I think apart from inflationary forces, the bank also guarantees you a measure of safety. So there's always interest and earnings. The higher the earnings, normally in theory, the greater the risk. So if you go for very, very high earnings, the risks also tend to be very high. You may have to go for insurance. So I think the best position, and John Ronga, I stand to be corrected, is to have a portfolio that has balanced earnings and balanced safety, so that at the end of the day, as the dynamics of the economy works out, you lose some, you gain some, so your average turns out to be growth. I think that's how it is. But I think what John was trying to emphasize is that there are very viable investment options or channels that have relatively higher earnings, and we should have them in mind so that we are not focusing all our investments in something that is lackluster in terms of earnings or just average. But we should also look at areas where there are consistently good performance and consistently good earnings, so that you are spread out. You have something in your business also, but you have something also spread out that is earning you something at the side. I believe that's what you mean, John. Otherwise, I want to thank you, Cindy. I want to thank you, Nora, and everyone in the house. I saw ZP as well. And I also want to thank our chair, Frida Owinga, for all this. She's made this all possible, and we thank her for everything. That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much, Maurice. That is our boss, an international trade expert and policy makers. You could get from his conversation, it was all about some policies. Thank you so much, Maurice, our CEO, for coming up and talking to us.
Perhaps, Cindy, I could also take this opportunity, if I'm not taking time, to make announcements. Of you. Fourth, we are planning a round table. You know what COVID has done to us, to our incomes, our health, to the economy, to our businesses, to everything else. And as concerned people, we are trying to organize a round table for policymakers, for all the business people, for all founders, for all the public and private sector, for all the donors to come together to discuss how we forge forward. How do we rejuvenate the economy? How do we rejuvenate our businesses so that the country is better, our economy, our business? So right now we are putting have this conversation on the 4th of August. All of you should be prepared so that you can put in energy in part of the planning and also in the realization of the actual event on 4th of August. Thank you very much. I don't know whether Frida wants to add something, please.
Frida, are you here?
Where else would I be on a Thursday morning, Cindy? What kind of question is that? Where would I go on Thursday? Anywhere in the world. Kenya time, 8:30. I am behind the screen conversing with the founders. Founders, thank you so much for joining in. Maurice, excellent to see you this morning. That's our CEO, that's our boss. He's an expert in international trade and a policy expert. And of course, you know now that the CEO for Passion Profit is Dr. Melvin De Lima. So I'm just, I sit behind the camera now and make sure Cindy looks good. Cindy and Nora look good. You and your kazi wamenipa. That's the job they have given me. So we're really excited. We're really excited as the SME Founders Association. We are setting up a recovery and resilience roundtable, and it's going to be conversations of insights, inspirations, and interventions to overcome the impact of COVID in the globe, in Africa especially, because we are really tired of, every time there's a crisis, we are told that SMEs are the ones that have suffered the most. SMEs are the ones that have suffered the most. IRENE has just told us that we are here, we are serious, we are committed to end entrepreneurial poverty. And one of the ways we are starting off to do that is on August the 4th, we are having a conversation, private sector, public sector, policy makers, donor world, you name it, everybody that cares that COVID has happened and wants to make a difference, show up, because we are saying enough is enough. Not waiting for any grant. We are putting money in our pockets and we are saying SMEs must recover from this nonsense of COVID. If you're happy with that, can I see some reactions? Cindy Viluda niangalia nitu kama nimesema tuende pale tukunywe chai. So that is what
I'm digesting the words.
Digest away, my friend. So August the 4th is happening and you're going to get information. So I want you to make sure that you reserve that date. We're going to be broadcasting live on all our platforms. SME Founders Association, Passion Profit, our Founders Network. At Cindy's page will go live that day, Nora's page will go live. So just make sure that you're out there. What we are saying is, you know, we have had enough webinars. We need to move beyond webinars. Webinars are great, but there are things that we need to do to recover so that we can build resilient, versatile businesses that will stand the test of time. So that the next time there's crisis, we'll see SMEs standing and saying, we are up to support the people. Thank you so much, Maurice, for unfolding this for us today. We are unveiling this for us today. We are really excited. I give it back to you, Cindy.
Thank you so much. Frida, our chairperson, and Maurice, our CEO. We are happy. We will save the date. 4th August is the date. I have saved it in my calendar. Please mark it in your calendars. We want to have a round table. I hope it's marked in your calendars. Now you know. So finally, to what is happening in our community. We have some very interesting activities coming up in our community and others are ongoing. Number one is the Pitch for Profit Challenge. The Pitch for Profit Challenge is a 4-day online challenge that begins on the 27th of July. Sign up is ongoing at the Founders Profit Academy. The Pitch for Profit Challenge, you will get to know how to pitch your business idea for profit in case there are investors in the room that can attract it. It can
Cindy, we've lost your volume. We've lost you.
We can't hear Cindy.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh.
Maybe you're something unplugged.
It's okay, technology world. So let me just begin with the news right up. Let me just begin from the first one. So the first thing that is happening in our community is the Pitch for Profit Challenge, a 4-day online challenge beginning on the 27th of July. The Pitch for Profit Challenge, we will enable you, you'll have expert feedback on how to pitch your business idea and also how to pitch your business to attract investors. We will also have an online networking session, how to network virtually now that everything is online. Number 2, we are going to have the Activate July class, which starts on the 20th of July. Application for the July cohort is ongoing and it closes on the 17th. Sign up to be part of the July cohort. The June cohort is already done with their bootcamp and we had their testimony some days back. 3 is our profit assessment discovery. The target allocation percentages you need to get you started with the profit first methodology. IRENE SADIA, our speaker for today, has shared the profit first methodology. So we are giving you a profit assessment to know which percentages you'll be able to allocate. So when you take part in our profit assessment, the profit assessment target allocation percentage, we are going to be able to access your business at a more higher level, get into the nitty-gritty details and be able to know which percentages you should allocate to get you started on the profit first methodology. All these are ongoing at the Founders Profit Academy. So you can check out our website on the www.foundersprofitacademy.com. You will find all the event details and sign up there. Today, my takeouts have been really interesting about the profit first methodology. It's something we should all adopt. It's a new thing to most of us, probably. Some have had it, but if we take the first step, we will be able to hack it. For me, the 5 accounts was something I was fretting about, but I'm confident everyone can hack it. If it is tested and proven, I can hack it. So as we wind up, here is a quote for you by Andrew Carnegie. Andrew says, and I quote, "Watch the cost and the profit will take care of themselves." So we're supposed to watch our costs and the profits will take care of themselves. Profit is very important in business because if you have money, you'll be able to achieve your dreams and your goals. Sincere gratitude to my co-host Nora for today. And Nora, if you have some closing remarks for us, please tell us your takeouts for today and everything.
I think for me today, it's the big one on sales minus profit is equals expenses. So profit first always. And of course, there are the goodies to be shared. And also what John shared with us. Yeah, and I think it was very important what Maurice also spoke about, having different portfolios so that we are able to keep this space running. I believe SMEs are the very core of our economy. So these conversations always add value. So karibuni tena next week, Thursday. This is the place to be, like Frida says. Your breakfast is here and it will keep you moving for the whole week.
Nora, you'll serve us breakfast next week, Ama.
Absolutely, absolutely. Breakfast will be served virtually. Karibuni tena. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you so much, founders. We have 3 minutes. You can share with us what you do in the chat box, or if you'd like to open your camera and tell us your takeout, we will appreciate. Anyone in the room would like to open their camera and share with us? This is practice for Pitch for Profit virtual networking. No one wants to take up the challenge?
Yeah, and
John, why do you take up the
Goja. Well, I appreciate.
Coffee, John, first of all, before you start pointing at him, that is a very good example. It was open for us. We asked who wants to share, and they're all covering your face, and then the next thing you'll start telling Irene that I don't know, hakuna pesa, hakuna what. And when you are given the first opportunity for making money is when you are told, tell us what you do. Jump up. Don't wait for people to be begging you. Hey, you see why Maurice said that John is a very dangerous person. Then you start asking Irene strange questions. What if you don't make sales for the whole year? If you're not talking, you're not going to make sales. You know me, I don't have glue band. I don't have glue band and honey for you. Nora is the one who puts for you honey. Me, I tell you like it is. If you don't know how to talk to other founders, my friend, you will have no sales, not only for 1 year, for 2 years, you'll start looking for a job. And it's not a negative prophecy. We must learn to talk. And that's why we bring these conversations to you and we give you an opportunity to speak. John, hold on 1 second. And then we've also set up Pitch for Profit. Pitch for Profit, we have brought you an international executive coach. You know, Cindy is a Luo. So she said, we have to go to Miami and bring somebody who speaks Kizungu. So she said she doesn't just want hoi people from Nairobi. We went, we got you Anne Friedman, the CEO of, what's the name of the company? Speak Out.
Speak Out.
Speak Out Inc. Speak Out Inc. So she's going to teach us how to, and this is what she teaches executives in America. So you know she's not 2 cents, but you're welcome. You can sign up on our website. And the key thing is she's going to give us a networking toolkit. Irene has said she will give you Pitch for Profit. She will give you a profit assessment so that you can find out if you're making profit and stop asking these strange stories. These stories, founders, you must know what, you know, how can you be in business and you're not making sales for a whole year? That's a red flag. You know, there's some things, Wanjiko, that comedian, says that, Sengine jiulize maswali. You know, there's sometimes you need to ask yourself questions. Am I in a business? Am I in a hobby? Or what have we? So at Founders Conversations, we have candid conversations to make sure you grow and succeed. We are not perfect. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about keeping it real. If it's not working, join us. Let's make it work. John, what were you going to say, Professor? You know, nowadays you wear miwani, I'm afraid of you. A young man wearing glasses, that means that he has read and finished. All right.
Wow, okay. Thank you so much, Frida, for that. I just wanted to appreciate my brother Maurice for that clarification. For the bankers in the room, please don't hang my head. I didn't say that I didn't say that you are that.
Do not kill John. We beg you.
Banks don't work. It absolutely works. What I'm providing is a diversified portfolio, so that in as much as you have your as much as you have your savings in the bank and you have your bank for security and all that, we are also helping you explore other areas. Because my main interest actually right now is insurance. And insurance, if you talk about insurance, we're talking about a lot of things here. Insurance is about investment, it's about protection. So you are investing, you are creating wealth, and you are protecting the same wealth. So I know all of us here might be having insurance in one way or the other. If you need any other information about insurance, I'm currently working with Britam, you can be able to call me. I know this is not the right place to pitch my business, but my name is John, and I am a salesperson.
Stop right there, John.
I am a salesperson.
John, stop, just 1 minute. The reason I'm saying this, people, do you see what John has done? You must learn to do that. It's called shameless marketing, all right? Because you need to, last week, Anne told us that we are the experts of our lives and the experts of our business. Nobody is going to beat your drum if you don't beat it yourself. So you guys need to applaud John and copy him. All right, that's why copy John. So anybody who's feeling Nasasa, maybe who you, yes, this is how it should be. In Swahili, we say Kimbelembele huenda mbele. Okay, Frida says. I don't know. For those of us that are not Swahili speakers, please translate for them, Cindy and Nora. So you have to learn to be confident in what you do, because what you do is adding value to somebody else. You know, it's like a doctor keeping quiet and somebody has COVID next to them. Will the doctor be quiet? See, they will look for a mask and quickly save the person. So you need to understand that your value proposition is a solution to somebody's problem. That's why when they're asking me, where is Frida? Frida is here because this is my medicine. This is what I do. This is why I live. So you are also here, John, you are also here to solve somebody's problem. You're valuable, you matter. Stop waiting for people to remind you, you are. Know it. Let the world know about it, all right? So when you give you an opportunity to speak, don't be shy and start typing in the chat. That is one way. I applaud the people typing on the chat. The next one, come ready, open your camera, talk to us, tell us who you are. And John, finish up what you're saying, and then Elizabeth Ndemo, I saw you in the room. You need to talk to us. And if you don't talk to us, I'll tell people what you do. Elizabeth Ndemo is a magnificent woman. She has 3 companies. She has insurance, she's in our coaching program. She has insurance, she has, what does she do? Who is in Elizabeth's class? She has insurance.
Tours and travel.
Travel and something else. I can't remember the third thing. But the biggest thing about Elizabeth is one of our consultants. Irene was talking about profit. Elizabeth helps us to people who are struggling with credit and debt. Yeah, John wants us to invest our money. So Passion Profit at Founders Network, we are loaded. You need it, we have it. So Elizabeth, please get ready to tell us a little bit about what you do. And John, take it away. You got the spotlight, let me be quiet. Carry on.
Today is my day. So notice what happened. All right. You see, I want to invest your money and I want you to earn a profit.
Yes.
Okay. Britam has an Imarika. Go at Britam website and look for the word Imarika. Imarika gives you 13.6% of all your investment with free life cover and a 15% tax benefit. Are we together on that? So go to Imarika, go to Britam's website and look for the word Imarika. Read it for yourself. If you need a question, my number is there, 0714-758-055. I want to sell you, I don't want to sell you life insurance. I want to sell you investment with a life cover free and a tax benefit of 15%. Thank you.
Hey, all righty. Makofia, John, that's how you do it. At Founders Conversation, you will be given an opportunity to say what you are. In every room, there's a consumer, there's a reporter, that person who will go and say, Haki Frida ukwana kelele mingi, it's all right, they remembered me, they talked about me. So stop being shy about people talking about you. People need to talk about you, because when we talk about you, people know you. So we have consumer, we have reporter, and we have investor. Investor is not just the person who put money in your pocket. An investor can invest their time, their talent, and their money. Somebody like John can help you do all those 3, all right? So thank you so much, John, for jumping in and, doing it founder style. Makofi Kubwaya, John, and then let's see here. Pastor Coach Bimpe is in the house with us. I don't know if she's able to talk. She's in America. I don't know what time it is in America. Coach Bimpe, if you can speak, because I can't see Elizabeth also. Let me see. I don't know if Elizabeth jumped out. Elizabeth, I don't see her. Yes. Okay.
Hello,
Coach Bimpe.
Frida. Hello.
All right, there you
Hello.
are.
Hello.
Carry on.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Liz.
Good morning. Sorry, I'm not able.
We can hear you.
I think her net is shaky.
Okay.
Thank you
so
very
let
much,
me-
Coach Frida and the team. You're. Hello.
Hello.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, my network is pretty weak this morning. That's why I can't even put on my camera. Thank you, Frida, and everyone. You're doing a great job at Founders Conversation. As Frida briefly introduced me, my name is Elizabeth Demo. I run 3 companies. I run a car hire firm, that is Refuge Travel. Please speak to us for all your individual and corporate transport solutions. I also have an insurance agency called Refuge Insurance. So in a way, I'm a partner in John. We're in the same field. We also do provide insurance and investment solutions for both individuals and corporates. And last, capital, where Frida has introduced me very well. I do help both individuals and SMEs in debt solutions, especially in the aspect of debt restructure, and also enabling SMEs to walk through the facilities they have, one, to ensure that they are structured well, and to ensure, in a sense, that the facilities work for the business. I'll be able to walk through an SME and an individual to just look at the offer that they've gotten from the financial institution. And if it's not packaged well, assist them that it's packaged well and actually helps the SME and the individual in the long run. And over and above that, started a lending firm under the same name, and we are able to provide short-term facilities to individuals and SMEs. Thank you very much, everyone, and I'm really glad to be here.
Thank you so much, Liz. And we have a couple more minutes. Coach Bimpe, if you're available, you can tell us about you. Coach Bimpe is in the US and she always checks in. What time is it where you are, Coach Bimpe? For those people who like to sleep. So this is where the world is going. We are global citizens, so we sign into at different times. Coach Bimpe, are you there?
It's yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can. We see your beautiful face.
Well, time is 3 a.m.
Thank you for joining us.
It's 3 a.m. I woke up around 11:30 or thereabouts, to be able to make it.
Thank
so
you.
I'm so glad. My voice is still sleepy a little bit, but I believe you can hear me. I don't want to show my face because I'm in a sleepy mode.
It's well with your face.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I don't take these meetings for granted. I've learned so much. I have learned so much. And first, I want to say thank you to Coach Frida and to your excellent team. I believe you guys are doing a very, very good job. I call you a winning team, supportive of one another. I'm so thankful. I have joined the team. Team of winners. I've joined the winning team.
That's right.
Yeah, so I'm a life coach, and my burden is for believers, because I have been a believer for a few number of years. I've been a believer and I've experienced all kinds of things, both as a follower of Christ and somebody who eventually rose up to become a leader in the church. I started as an assistant pastor in 1996. I rose up to become a full pastor. I was made to pioneer a church. I became a pastor's wife, an area pastor with 7 parishes under me. I relocated to the US, pioneered another church, and so on and so forth. I've had experiences in leadership at various levels. And all of this combined with my own personal struggles you know, as a believer, eventually led me to go for a certification in life coaching in 2013. And after graduation, I just pocketed the certificate until 2018, when something just pushed me to link up again with Coach Frida, whom we had met, I believe in 2007, before she went back home and she refused to come back to the US. So,
Home
but I've
is
been
best.
following up. Yes, I know. I've been following up with her on what she's been doing. And I knew that she was a person I needed to speak with when I decided I wanted to turn my passion to profit. So I signed on for an online program she advertised in 2018. And at the end of it, I registered for a one-on-one. And so here we are. You know, there had been ups and downs. I hadn't been able to follow through completely. So due to some challenges, you know, around me, like I said, I wear so many hats. So sometimes there are conflicts. Anyway, so we have eventually launched Connect Coaching Center. And I believe some of you were part of that epic launching on the 20th of June. So I have a program that is forthcoming, and my programs are set out to help individuals who are struggling in their self-esteem, struggling with being a believing believers, struggling with the challenges of marriage, struggling with getting romantically involved in a promising relationship.
Okay, all the singles, are you listening?
Young parents who are, you know, who are juggling being newly married with starting a family, and then also wanting to pursue their career. So these programs are, I would say, they are just experiences that I've gathered over the years. And so starting from July 25th, I have a program that I call Authentic You Coaching Program. And the flyers are available. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that right away. And
don't worry, we can send it to them when we send the article. And you need to go back and sleep. And I'm so glad that you're able to join us this morning, Coach Bimpe. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we are right on the hour. I'd just like to say
mention,
thank you.
Sorry to interrupt that. Coach Frida, please let them know that there is a special discount for anyone who signed up for this program because of your connection. Because of your connection. Yeah, special discount.
So there's a Frida bonus.
Yes.
There's a Frida value added bonus. So
yes, please. Thank you for this.
You never put the name of Frida and discount in one statement ever, or you can be sent to jail. All right.
So what do I do next time?
Bonus. You can give them a value added bonus because they know Frida, they're getting a bonus.
Okay, value added bonus. Okay.
That's right, ma'am.
Noted. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. That is Coach Bimpe from Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. Yes. I think it's Columbus, Ohio. And the reason I called her up is sometimes we get discouraged in business. We go for a program for 2 days and we want to see the results. I've been working with Coach Bimpe since 2018. Her company launched the other day and she's carrying on with the work. So one thing, when you're in this environment, the biggest thing we encourage you to do is be consistent, follow instructions, ask questions, show up, participate, and the profit will come. Thank you so much for coming. I'll give it back to Cindy and Nora to just close us up. Thank you for participating. We'll be here again next week on Thursday at 8:30. It's always happening here. Ladies, how do we close it out and allow the founders to go to work?
Okay, thank you very much, Frida. Thank you, Bimpe. Just to put in a little honey, if you already, this is the beginning. So you're in the right place. Stay encouraged. Just because you've turned up, that's a first sign that you're on the right track. So we will work with you. Just sign up for our programs. We will hold your hand and we are going to win together. So the one thing I can say is the good book says, and now that you know these things, Go out and do them. So everything we learn here, put it into practice, and you will surely have a very, very different life. Yeah. Thank you very much. Cindy will close for us.
Thank you so much, Nora. Nora has said it all. The honey has just been poured all over the place. I just like to
honey.
I just like to insist on the value-added bonuses. Take advantage of them. The first step is you showed up. The second step is take advantage of the value-added bonuses and let us fly and sow so that you can have the profits. Thank you so much for joining in. Let's meet again next Thursday here, same time. Nora will serve us breakfast. Bye.